Q9007. Under what condition does a pilot receive a void time specified in the clearance? A. On an uncontrolled airport. B. When gate hold procedures are in effect. C. If the clearance is received prior to starting engines. The correct answer is A. If the pilot is operating from an airport without a control tower, the clearance may state that it will be void if the flight has not taken off by a certain time. 9005. Under what condition may a pilot cancel an IFR flight plan prior to completing the flight? A. Anytime it appears the clearance will cause a deviation from FARs. B. Anytime within controlled airspace by contacting ARTCC. C. Only if in VFR conditions and other than Class A airspace. The correct answer is C. The reason a pilot may cancel an IFR flight plan prior to completing the flight is that they are in visual flight rules, VFR, conditions in airspace other than Class A. When the pilot determines that the weather and visibility are suitable for VFR flight, they can choose to cancel their IFR flight plan and continue the flight under VFR. This allows the pilot to have more flexibility and freedom in their flight operations while ensuring safety and compliance with regulations. 9788. As you call for taxi instructions, the key words to understand are A. Cleared to runway. B. Hold short of or cross. C. Taxi to and expedite. The correct answer is B. ATC will state the point to taxi to, offer taxi directions, and mention any hold short instructions or runway crossing clearances if the taxi route will cross a runway when issuing taxi instructions to any location other than an allocated takeoff runway. 9789. You receive these ATC taxi instructions. Taxi to runway 30 via Lima and hold short of runway 25V. Your airplane is on the ramp by the terminal and NWS on the east side of the airport. Your taxi routes? A. Requires crossing of runway 25L at Lima. B. Involves transiting HS4. C. Requires crossing runway 34 or en route to the assigned runway. The correct answer is A. Based on the given ATC taxi instructions, your taxi route would require crossing runway 25L at Lima. The instruction, taxi to runway 30 via Lima and hold short of runway 25V, indicates that you need to taxi to runway 30 using Taxiway Lima, and you should hold short of runway 25V. To follow this route, you would need to cross runway 25L at the intersection with Taxiway Lima. 9818. When should an aircraft depart if issued an EDCT? A. No earlier than 5 minutes before and no later than 5 minutes after the EDCT. B. No later than 5 minutes before and no earlier than 5 minutes after the EDCT. C. No earlier than 15 minutes before and no later than 15 minutes after the EDCT. The correct answer is A. When an aircraft is issued an expect departure clearance time, EDCT, it should depart no earlier than 5 minutes before and no later than 5 minutes after the EDCT.